questions.
Right, right. Absolutely.
I see you, meow.
Yeah, well, they don't because their eyes are in their hair.
You're right. You're right. Well, I thought because they blinked. Maybe that's just what cats are like in Canada.
Maybe they have
See,
their eyes
I've
gouged
only been
out.
I've only been to Niagara Falls, so maybe
Yeah,
that's
that's
just how it works
more than me.
over
I
there.
mean, you got more reference than I do. I forget I play this game. Okay, this is gonna be a nightmare. This first race is gonna be
Okay,
terrible.
yeah, this feels a little bit better. Hi, Wiggler. Oh, he's in a standard card too. And we got a Kamek. Let's go. Oh, we got all the new guys here. I didn't see who you're playing though.
Oh, I'm in the back, so you can look at the map and see.
Oh, okay. Like how far in the back? Like inkling back or like
pretty far back? Pretty far back. I do appear in the Bowser movie. I'll give you that hint. Or the Mario movie. The Bowser movie.
In the Bowser movie?
Yeah, just a Bowser.
I mean, you probably. I kind of had a feeling you'd be Kamek.
Oh yeah.
Unless you're like, no, I'm Donkey Kong.
Where's Donkey Kong? I'm just in a different race.
He's in the back. Oh, he stopped. Him and Inkling, they're just playing a different game right now.
Yeah, they might have got taken over by bots. Like in the middle of that.
Very possible. Ooh, sorry, Kamek. Nothing personal.
Wait, was that me? Oh no, I started. I'm good.
Why I hit you with a red shell.
Yeah, I started
before the start.
No. Nintendo.
What?
I timed it. I timed it. Well, I timed it on my side.
God dang it! God. Well, you know what? Let's say you didn't, because on my side it actually looked like a cool play.
Okay. We'll go with that narrative then.
Oh, you with the red shells, you wiggler! No, I knew you were gonna do it. I still.
Oh my goodness, that red shell went to 3 different people because it just kept getting stolen by Boo's.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh, let's go. Boo shock dodge. Can I?
Oh no, I fell.
Oh no! Oh, that's so unfortunate.
It's okay. I'm like a low rank here, so like I don't really lose a lot if I lose.
Okay. Well, you know, I got 7th, which isn't good, but it's better.
Yeah.
And I also like just completely went into a comatose state and ran into somebody with the stars. So you know what? I'll take it. I will say though, this is going to be great for thumbnail. Oh, dude, what's up with this? Where are the DLC tracks? I know we got Troom Ridge, but come on.
We'll get one eventually.
All right. Let's see. Now that I have a base of where I'm operating, I do like using the varmint.
No, we should do this video. We would play Mario Kart until we get a new DLC track, and we'll just stay up all night.
Honestly, at this rate, I'm starting to feel that. Like
we haven't even seen one yet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look at that guy.
Oh my goodness, he's like Deku from My Hero. Oh, or are you talking about Tiny Nostril?
No,
Man?
He's gone. He's like, I don't have a DLC track. I'm leaving. That's what I was expecting. Like I was shocked not to see that earlier.
Are those nostrils or are those eyes? How are they so small?
Oh yeah, they're tiny.
It's weird. That's very weird. This is gonna be such a weird video to not edit.
Yeah, I think it's a full face actually. I think there's eyes and everything.
Oh my god.
It's just so small.
So teeny tiny. If anything, I just absolutely love seeing the chaotic Miis that show up in this lobby.
Yeah, this one's been a bit chaos. A bit of chaos here. But this is a pretty standard squad with the exception of small face.
Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, we got somebody from Austria.
Australia.
Wait, Australia, sorry.
No, you're good.
Their name threw me off because it was spelled different. Like there's Australia, but like spelled wrong, I think. So it threw me off.
Yeah.
Oh no, I missed the boost.
I'm so not used to this game. Speedstorm has fried my brain.
That's fair. I at least am getting back into the groove of it. Unless I lose, then I'm still warming up.
Then you're still warming up. Absolutely, absolutely.
I forgot that the cars in this actually have a hitbox, because in Tour they don't. But I'm so massive that when I hit the back of it, I did a backflip and landed over, like on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh, and there's no glider there, but there's still a shortcut. Oh my God, this is cursed right now. Shroom Ridge is cursed. There are ghosts, and we don't even know it.
Wait, what? Oh, I can't go through trucks as a ghost. Okay, good to know.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, it is good to know.
I feel like I could.
Hey, I cannot be beat by a Daisy. I'm beating Piranha. I can eat your bad behind character for breakfast.
Whoa, it's a little sensitive, don't you think? Just because
Well,
PD's
no,
got that behind.
Plant monster. I can eat any of these characters for breakfast. The only thing is that Daisy would taste like raw fish.
Interesting. I care to elaborate on
that? Because raw fish would probably taste terrible to me. So yeah. I mean, Petey's the one eating the people.
Yes.
So
that's valid.
But see, Petey has a better palate.
Has Petey Piranha ever actually eaten anybody? Like, I understand Piranha Plant, but like Petey?
Yeah. In Mario and Luigi, he was a boss, and I think he's eaten the Mario Brothers. It's one of his bigger attacks too.
Gotcha. Okay.
When he's not vomiting on people.
Yeah.
That was just a bad week for him. He had the stomach flu. Nobody knew.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Take 6.
God dang.
Some wizards up front. Some whiz kids.
Wizard.
Everything is not as it seems,
Oh, you're back to Lemmy.
Yeah, I was immediately like, I'm unfamiliar. I need to get familiar again.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I gave up real quick.
Oh my God. Give us some DLC, please.
We play Mario Kart until we find a DLC course.
Okay, I got an error message. I don't know why.
I'm leaving.
I don't know what I did. The game just said, you don't appreciate me enough.
How dare you?
How dare you? My goodness. Mario Kart! I'm trying, game. You're just not letting me. Okay, let's see. Well, we got Iron Man in this lobby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have to leave. That's 12.
Oh, I just joined.
Oh, well, then you're going to join into that one.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Were you able to dip quick enough?
Oh, I can just home screen at any point. There's no punishment for that.
Why do I keep disconnecting right now? I have a connection that is wired. Nintendo, please. Like, okay. It's all because I said I wasn't going to edit this video.
Right. You still don't have to. We can still just be chilling here.
I mean, it's still going to be light edit.
Yeah.
But because I'm probably going to want to put it up tomorrow.
Valid.
Okay. Jumping into a lobby, and we're searching for players. which is not a good sign if I'm waiting this long. Unable to connect to other consoles. Why though?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It just keeps telling me my connection is unstable.
Yeah.
Well, now I have to go into my internet
this is a
just
free.
to chat.
This is a free online service, right? Oh wait.
Yeah, totally. So free.
It's totally free.
So free.
Yeah.
I mean, at least for this year, it's going to be kind of free because Brandon's brother jumped onto it and he actually offered to pay like the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, you get a profit. Like, you're gonna get a profit because I'm still gonna pay for mine a little bit.
So that I appreciate.
Yeah.
Especially because I can put certain like any extra money to like books and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you you make a living off of paying for people's Nintendo Online accounts.
Yeah, I mean I technically could, but I'm not that type of person.
Yeah. I mean, that's a you know, it's a fine way to live.
But yeah, he offered when we put it on, and I was like, oh, you don't have to do that. And he was like, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, well, if you actually like absolutely want to, then go for it. Also, the lobby I just jumped into. Okay, somebody is like at like max capacity GP, and that concerns me. But there are bots here and people that are empty.
Yeah.
So slots are open. The only thing is that like I don't know, either that person is just a god and does not sleep and has played since launch, or they're hacking. So I'm a little concerned about that.
People really
but
hack in this
right
game.
Now,
well, he's like in 6th. He's like not really doing that great.
Yeah, I was gonna say right now, like everybody seems like they're in a pretty decent spot.
Yeah.
Oh, Wiggler on the Wiggler cart! Why did I never think of that? That's adorable.
Oh, I thought of it immediately when I saw Wiggler. I was like, oh, Wiggler on Wiggler, 100%.
Okay, well that has to be my cup video.
Oh yeah.
Because I wanted to do Wiggler for one of them, and now I definitely need to. The only unfortunate part is that means that one of them is not going to get used in one of these, because there's 3 of them, but there's 2 cups.
Oh yeah, true. Well, this is your PD video, or unless you. Oh,
Moonview Highway, Moonview.
Oh,
let's go.
DLC.
Moonview.
If anybody clicks anything else, they are crazy.
Oh, on
objectively,
day 1, 30 minutes after,
you're crazy. If it picks
gosh.
random, they're doing it just
so
for the trolls.
Sad.
They're doing it for the trolls.
I would be so sad.
They got the Wendy me and everything.
Oh,
Wendy's me.
There's this. Oh,
what is wrong with people?
Dude, but it's Moonview. Okay. We gotta cross our PD Leafs and hope that we get the Moonview. It'll be glorious. Yes, blue-haired me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ninja. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Ninja.
Thank you, Ninja.
Heck yeah, go Ninja.
Ninja saved the day. That's the
one
title.
of them has like that picked random has less than 1,000 GP too.
That's mean. Like this is beneficial for them because we don't know the stages as well.
Oh, I definitely remember Moonview, but there is potentially going to be a lot of cars in this one because even in Tour there's still a lot.
Right.
Ooh, the bomb car is huge though.
It's ginormous.
My goodness.
This is a legendary stage.
Yeah, I'm happy that it came back.
They got rid of the Mies, but I'm okay with that.
I would have liked one of the GameCube ones a little bit better, but overall, I love that this one came back.
Yeah, well, there's only so many GameCube ones you can pick from. There's only 16 stages, you know.
Oh, I just meant like city track wise.
Oh, right. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, the bridge is one of the legendary stages.
Mushroom Bridge is iconic. The night one's pretty good. But like Moonview Highway is like another one that like not to sneeze at. So I'm very happy.
Yeah.
It's also a rare city track that I genuinely like.
Yeah. I love Mushroom Ridge.
Oh, I love those too. I just mean like in this game.
Right.
Because probably unpopular opinion, but I'm not a big fan of Toad Turnpike.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like it's fine, but it really just comes down to who can hug the wall the most.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. True.
I got clipped.
True. But when you hit those turns, it feels so good.
Oh my god. Sorry, Lily just poked me.
Oh yeah. Sometimes
Yeah,
dogs
she
do
just
that.
like went behind me and poked my back, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that
3D.
was
You
unsettling.
get hit by a red shell at the same time. It's 3D.
I got hit by like a car or lightning or something, so
Yeah.
the doggo lightning jolt.
That's amazing.
Dude, I just completely bullied that Wiggler. I went out of my way with a star to
The
just like
taxi.
nudge him. I'm just determined to not get a victory animation for this video.
It's tough, especially because your lobbies are like really strong. I just remembered. Like
Yeah.
your lobbies you join are like insane.
Well, I don't know what the heck Matt's been on. Like he's just been on Red Bull his entire life.
Yeah.
Like,
I suppose so.
Never getting off of the thing. I mean, if you want, we can join one of your lobbies.
No, we're in a lobby. We're in a
Vancouver,
lobby.
Please.
I'm not leaving this lobby. It's because
Oh,
of a little bit to get to one. So I'm okay with
this is my favorite tour track, and it was the one I was waiting forever to come to this game.
Yeah.
It is such a gorgeous track.
I haven't played a lot of Waluigi,
cool.
so I won't be upset if we get it, but I'll be upset if we get it.
I would be, just because I want Vancouver.
Well, yeah. Again, people are crazy if they don't pick the new stages here. Day one.
Bro with the spiky hair kind of looks like a Peanuts character.
Oh yeah,
Kind of
I see
wild.
it. Yeah. And just that freckle design is like, and the eyebrows, like that's just like a Peanuts spitting image.
Which is weird, because I'm also getting like Harry Osborn vibes, which is such a weird combination.
Oh, I don't know a Harry Osborn.
He's from Spider-Man.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah.
That does explain it.
I mean, I think out of all of the heroes, you would probably like the Spider-Man animated stuff. But I don't know if you'd be like, if you wouldn't like the quips or not. Like, I'm not sure if you'd like that.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I do love Invincible and I do love The Boys. Those are some great shows. But I've never really been into like DC and Marvel. I don't know. I couldn't get into that. I think because I never watched as a kid, so I never got into the system, I guess.
Yeah, I watched a lot of the MCU, which is a huge reason.
It's a beautiful stage.
I know, right? It's amazing.
Oh,
all the lights.
Well, it's not beautiful anymore because I just got hit by a boomerang.
Oh well, then you'll just see 2 or 3 versions of the city, and that's just more beauty.
Yeah, that's valid. Oh, fireball! I was in first.
Yeah, if you're in front of a date that you're really admiring, and like something hits you on the head, like yeah, you might have a concussion, but now you see 2 or 3 of your date.
Yeah, you get hit by a date. You know the fruit.
You get hit by a date. By your date, so you see 3 more of your date.
Yes. And then there's just dates all over.
And then you don't remember what date it is.
Oh, I like that. That is a, I'm gonna save the date to remember this occasion.
Hey.
That was forced. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just gonna say tip your
the stage is weird.
Social media influencers, because I have no more dates.
Oh, we are so funny. You have no idea. We don't even know how funny we are. Too many dates.
Heck yeah.
Getting hit by too many dates.
So many. Yeah, I mean, I would have absolutely loved if they just kept the first lap as the whole thing,
Right.
because
That
that's
first
my
lap was
favorite part of
so
it.
good. That first lap was amazing.
Yeah, when they did the other two in tour, I was like, man, they're gonna put these in Mario Kart 8, and it's gonna like sour the experience a little. But you know what? I'm still extremely happy that it's here because I've been waiting so long. Oh, come on, the back spam! I almost got at least no, come
Oh, you got
on!
Mario Kart. You got Mario Kart.
I just
Petey
want a
just
peak
fell.
victory animation. Come on!
Oh.
I want to see my boy happy.
Poor Petey. Poor Petey.
Yeah,
It's okay.
maybe
I touched first for a minute and then I died.
yeah, maybe this is a Spider-Man video because Peter Parker only knows sadness. And I am playing as Petey, so multiverse version of Spider-Man? Who knows?
Maybe. Maybe.
Mate, I feel like unless we get random and we just get super lucky, I'm gonna be mildly disappointed no matter what gets chosen.
Yeah, I really don't like. I mean, I'm okay with Neo Bowser. I don't know who in their right mind would pick Cheeseland. And Excite Bike, I mean, people just like the map, I guess. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just an oval.
It's just puberty baby park.
Yeah.
I guess pre-teen, because
Baby
puberty
Park,
baby
but
park just sounds
cool.
gross.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's, you know, like
yeah,
when it
Baby
first
Park's
came
pretty
out, it
cool.
was like, oh, that's kind of neat. But it was like, oh, for the first year, the gimmick was cool, and now it's just kind of like, yeah, okay,
I never liked it. I'll put it out there.
that's fair.
No, Ninja. He's failed us.
Dang,
How could he? How could he do
unfortunate.
that? How did the 1,000 rank get in this lobby?
I feel like Nintendo's just like really quickly trying to shove people in lobbies so that nobody's waiting.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of DLC characters right now, though, and I'm digging that.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Heck yeah.
Lemmy, the ultimate DLC character.
Yeah. I mean, out of all the Koopalings, he is my favorite. So I'll give you a pass for using Lemmy.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I asked you to use a DLC character or anything like that, but
He's the Lemster. You can't mess with the Lemster.
Lemster's Lemonade.
Now that's a business. Oh, I got bombed.
That was me.
It direct hit me. There's nothing I can do about that.
Oh my! It's a straight line, and I still jumped over, not into the off-road, but over the signs and out of bounds.
Oh wow! I did not know that was even possible in this stage.
I did not know either. Apparently, it's a PD moment. I mean, I would expect him to be one of the heaviest characters in the game.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all in the head.
Yeah. Oh, I got a blue shell. Gross. I thought I was gonna get a mushroom there. I just off-roaded hard, and then I just got a blue shell. I was like, oh man, I was in like 10.
No, that's
come on, give me a mushroom.
Awful.
Yeah, well, I played it risky, so I understand.
Wiggler on Wiggler, just off-roaded. It's just the video of repetition.
Yeah. In theme, as this map is the one that almost always comes up every time I play Mario Kart.
So true.
No fireball at the end. Oh, a fireball might make me lose the place. Okay, we're good.
I'm just glad I got the mushroom. Okay, can I get? There we go. I got semi okay PB. He's not happy, but he's not upset.
Yeah, he's like, whatever. Like, this is fine. I'll take this. My hunger's been sated. Would I preferred a extra large pizza at Pizza Hut? Absolutely. But I'll settle for the breadsticks.
I think this is the one time. Oh, just go to Olive Garden, Petey. endless breadsticks.
Well, if you pay the toll, that is.
Do you think that anybody would be like, no, PD, you can't eat at our establishment?
I wonder what the rule is for how many, like, is it legitimately unlimited breadsticks? Like, what is the actual limit? There has to be a limit.
I feel like by the time the kitchen would start running out of breadsticks and you're like on your 15th bowl, they'd be like, man, you're going to run us out of business.
I know, right? Like, that's very exploitable.
Yeah, but I don't think one person would do that. It would have to be a huge party of like 35.
Right. Well, you have to pay it independently. Each person would have to pay for the unlimited breadsticks. That's the catch.
That is true. I mean, when our family does it, we just pay for it once, and then we just share it.
Oh, right. What am I saying? Well, I guess for the soups and stuff.
I mean, we just share that too. Like it's.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
They give you so much of it that it's like, you know, if it's just that as your meal, then sure. But it's that plus your meal and whatever side you get.
Right. You're kind of
and
an Olive Garden
I usually get like a
aficionado
lasagna.
here. Yeah. Oh, you know me. I love lasagna.
Yeah, you're a psycho. You don't believe in the lasagna.
I don't. I never had a good lasagna in my life. And everybody's like, "Oh, you have to try my lasagna. You'll love it." And I tried the lasagna, and I don't love it. So I'm just not a fan. I don't like the texture.
Listen, that's okay. I would be a huge hypocrite if I was like, "Oh, you just haven't found the right lasagna." Because you know what?
I made my own.
I feel the same way about like coffee and tea. So
yeah,
you know, if you don't like lasagna, you don't like lasagna. I think you're inherently wrong, but that's okay.
I have legitimately tried everything. I've even tried making my own lasagna, and objectively, people were like, "Yeah, it's good. You made it really well." I didn't like it, so I have never made it again.
Do you think it's just like the combination of everything is like just too much for you?
It's just a confusion of the senses. I think that's my biggest concern with it. And also, I have a big problem with when I have a noodle and it's not soft. Like mind you, 99.9% of a lasagna is soft, but if like 0.1% of it isn't, I immediately am just like, I can't touch this. I simply can't touch this.
It's the crunchy noodle factor.
It's the crunchy noodle factor, exactly. And it's so easy to get crunchy noodle factor on a lasagna.
Yeah, that's fair. So do you think if you found like some kind of a substitute for the noodle, do you think that would be doable? Like, I don't know what the substitute would be though.
I mean, I love pasta and noodles, like pasta and stuff. Like that's delicious. So I feel like it's just the noodle, honestly. If you make a lasagna that's not made out of lasagna, then I like a lasagna all of a sudden. But yeah.
I'm just curious, like what the replacement is, because it's not like you could just like slap a bunch of angel hair.
No, you can't. That's just pasta. It's just pasta at that point. So it is legitimately. I think it's just the noodle I don't like.
Listen, I will be that person. Why is my stage? Okay, I was gonna say the stage isn't showing up.
Yeah.
If we don't get it, that's fine because we already played it. But like
these two people keep on picking the non-DLC stages, and it upsets me greatly.
I would at least be okay if we got DS Peach Garden, because I haven't played it a lot.
I'm okay with it too, but like, it's the new stages. Don't be so contrarian. Don't be like me in middle schoolers. Because they probably are just middle schoolers. They're just being extra, but
yeah, don't be me in any period of school. Like, I mean, college-wise, maybe I'm a little less rough. Mm-hmm. Still a work in progress, but like being like high school, nah, man, I was still a mess.
Oh yeah, we all were.
Yeah.
High school's a messy time.
Yeah, like you get like, for me, it's like the time you get to find just a few people that you click with to be like, okay, these are my lifelong friends. But then after that, that's when you start like finding like who works with you really well.
Right.
Yeah. I say to one of my lifelong friends.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, those don't always last, you know. They just don't.
Yeah.
Like, you move on, you find new interests, you meet people who are like more invested in the things that you're also invested into, and it's like that's just how the world goes, I guess. But you know, it's always cool when you can retain those friendships too, though. Like, there's a lot of strength in that too.
Yeah, I think that's the main one of the main social points of college too.
Oh, absolutely.
Is that you can just go in and you're specifically finding people that have the same interests.
Right. Exactly.
Whereas high school, they just glob a bunch of people together that live in the same area, and it's like,
yes,
you will learn now and you will like it, and
right.
you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, still try in school, everybody.
Oh, 100% try in school. Yes. Yes.
But also, like, important. if you go into school, like I'm a perfect example of this. If you're in high school and you're getting all like D's and F's, and you know you're just having a really hard time, you're just slipping by, don't let that discourage you, because even with all of that, I still have a really great GPA in college. Like, right. I'm still doing great in it. So just because you might not be doing well in high school doesn't mean you're not going to do well in college, even with like the common subjects.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. I mean, sometimes it's just like people's specialties aren't things that are celebrated in traditional, like, not traditional, but in, you know, that K through 12 system, right? It's the math, it's the English, it's the science, social studies. Those are kind of the main four, like, pillars, I guess. And if you don't belong in any of those pillars, if you're more artistic or you're more musically talented or something else completely that has not even been taught to you yet, in a college level, then, like, you know, you can't really, like, say, like, it's not a good monitor for some people, the way that we do standardized testing and the way we do grades and at the lower levels of education. So yeah, absolutely take it as inspiration. If you're not doing amazing at school, be it high school or middle school or whatever, you'll find your passion, you'll find the thing that you really care about, and then you'll excel because you love doing it. That's the thing.
Oh, MMW's here. Yo, shout out to MMW. He's one of my longtime stream viewers. Welcome, mate.
Welcome.
Yeah, but I'm absolutely loving college, and high school almost kept me from it.
Yeah,
but I hated retail during a pandemic more.
That's whatever drives you. But yeah, like, genuinely, like, if you're struggling in school, don't let it get you down, because you'll find your interest, and odds are there's a collegiate path for you out there. And if you have the means to afford it and all that stuff, in the perfect world, it'd be free, but, you know, we won't go there. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you'll figure it out.
Man, it's this stage really takes me back to the whole thing of, like, oh, this game is almost a decade old, being like one of the base tracks.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not one of my favorites, but it's also a pretty nicely designed starting course for the game.
I do like it. I actually really like this one. The colors are so beautiful. The lighting is amazing as well. Huge fan of it.
This is one that you would think would be one of my favorites, because, like, aesthetically, it's so charming.
Oh yeah.
And it has so much personality. But there's a nest with eggs in it. That's adorable.
The waterfall is so rad too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, the first time I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh. This is just Koopa Cape, but better.
I disagree with that, but I respect your opinion.
Yeah.
But I can see where you're coming from, at least.
It's a different state. They are different, I will admit that.
Yeah.
Just from, like, a vibes.
Koopa Cape's also in, like, my top 5 Mario Kart stages.
It's a good stage. I love it. But then I see this waterfall bit, and I'm like, if the whole stage was just a waterfall, I would be so happy. From a design
Oh,
standpoint, it'd
100%,
be a nightmare, but
well,
it's just so
that would
cool.
actually just be beautiful if it was like a huge like Niagara Falls type stage.
Yeah.
And you're flying between boats on gliders, and
Oh, ow.
that would be
That
awesome.
hurt my feelings. I'll have you know.
As your friend, I have to say I'm glad that I could do something that hurt your feelings as long as I win the race. In real life, though, I hope I never do that.
Okay, I was about to say, like, you sounded very serious. We had some heartfelt discussions, and you're just like, yeah, I'm glad I could hurt your feelings. I was like, what? Where's this coming from, Jen? Okay, we're good though.
Daily Bugle, Jen shows their true colors.
I was about to say.
Oh, use the star. Oh, I almost got blued.
I am just struggling this race.
Are you serious? I got so screwed over on that.
Oh, what a clean turn though. Okay, I'll take 7th there. That could have been a lot worse.
I'll take 12.
Oh, I'll take 12.
I went to take the shortcut because I had a star, and just before I hit the ramp, my star ran out. But I only used it early to avoid a blue shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Ooh, Los Angeles.
My goodness.
I don't think this is a new one,
beautiful.
but it is still.
Oh, this is new. This is totally new.
Is it a new one?
Yeah, I know they're new. Yeah, because I don't watch the trailers, so I know nothing.
Okay, well everybody's picking it, so it's definitely
no. Harry Potter, don't do this to me, Harry.
He kind of looks like a cat-faced comic Drake. I mean, you wouldn't know who that is.
I don't. I'll take your word for it. Ninja's our savior. He is saving the day, time and time again, getting those Fortnite Battle Royale wins. Let's go.
Yeah, we have another blue-haired person here too.
This is so beautiful.
Oh yeah, this is another track that's just absolutely gorgeous. Is it the one? Oh, you know what? It's because I got confused with another one with the Ferris wheel. But yeah, this is another one that's really.
I think of water park, maybe.
No, I was thinking of another tour one.
Oh, another tour one. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but I forget what stage it is.
Oh, Sydney.
Like, there's a boat. Yeah, Sydney.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Oh, what the heck?
Oh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh.
I took the trick ramp and accidentally went in a circle.
I'm a huge fan of the stage. This is probably my favorite DLC stage.
Oh, goodness.
Already, even though I've only played 3 of them. This is my favorite one.
Yeah, this one is absolutely gorgeous, though.
It is so beautiful. Oh, it's a circuit, too. Okay. I don't mind that. We need more circuits.
Yeah.
Cold takes going on. Well, maybe hot takes. I don't know. I don't know if people feel about circuits. I love the circuit stages.
No, I kind of. This one's actually perfect for it because you have like going over the baseball stadium.
Yeah.
This one actually is a perfect circuit.
Yeah. Well, I'm a huge Need for Speed kid, so.
So you just want open world Mario Kart right now? Well, no, that would be GTA.
That would happen. Well, no, it's open world.
Oh, it is? Okay, I haven't played.
You don't get out of the car, though. You're just in the car the whole time, yeah.
Okay. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Luigi going out and mugging somebody to get the car?
I think there's some mods for that, probably.
Hey, Mario, give me your car. I'll shoot.
Mario movie 2. That would be kind of amazing. Luigi turns into Mr. L.
Brothers.
Luigi turns into Mr. L and just turns evil. It'd be so funny.
Dude, Mr. L.
Oh yeah, Mr. L would be rad. Charlie Day pulled off too.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
He was underused in that first movie. I will admit it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, there was something where he said he wanted a Luigi Mansion movie, and if that happens, I would love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd watch it.
Especially because we get somebody voicing Egad.
Oh yeah, imagine.
I
You could
either
cast
want somebody who sounds like really like Egad, or somebody that sounds absolutely nothing like him, and like it's just tiny little Egad, and he has this like butch macho voice.
Yeah. Fred Armisen would be a decent pick actually, and they already got him in the movie. So
Oh, is that Cranky
I think
Kongs?
it's Cranky. I feel like he'd be a better EGAD though.
I would say so.
He was a fine. Yeah, I will say he was a fine Cranky. I thought he was fine.
Okay,
It's hard to pull off Cranky.
you're gonna think I'm insane for this, but Danny DeVito.
No, well, it'd be completely absurd.
Oh, it would be, but honestly, Danny DeVito's voice coming out of ECAT,
Yeah.
that's my celebrity pick. And you know what? If it happens, shout us to me. I just win life. Honest to
I
God.
guess so. I guess so.
If I call that. Also, if it doesn't happen, can we just make it a meme?
Yeah. I mean, Danny DeVito fits any voice role ever. If he really wanted it, I feel like he could have it.
Danny DeVito as Princess Peach.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a movie. It's a movie. Anything that he's in is a movie. It's a very different movie, but it's a movie.
I mean, he is in that like Disney Haunted Mansion one. And it's absolutely great just seeing Danny DeVito being like, "We're all gonna die."
Right, right.
As you can see, I've seen a very limited amount of Danny DeVito, so I don't know how to accurately replicate his voice.
Yeah, I think he was in Hercules, right? Maybe.
Oh yeah, he was the goat man.
Yeah, he's in that. He's in Always Sunny with Charlie Day. They already have chemistry. I mean,
ooh,
it's very possible he's in a movie. I don't know what role. Probably maybe Waluigi or a Wario. A Wario would make perfect sense actually.
Yeah, I could definitely see him being a Wario.
Yeah, I think Waluigi's actually better though.
Yeah. Okay, here's the question though: Who would you think for Egad?
I honestly, I can't picture it. I really can't. I would think maybe like a. My original thought was like Mung Dahl from Chowder.
I don't know that voice.
He's. Have you ever watched Chowder or no?
No, I have not.
Gotcha. Then that would explain why you don't know it. Yeah, it's not a 1-to-1 by any means, and I wouldn't even say it's that close, but I feel like he would just kind of rock it.
You know what? That's fair. Oh my god, there's so much chaos. You know what? I need to use this bullet bill. I'm so far behind. Not as far behind as that Yoshi. Jeez.
He's struggling a bit. These are tough lobbies, though. I'm not gonna hold him.
They are tough lobbies.
Oh, he is a pretty. Well, maybe he's lagging. Argentina. I don't know if I like this.
It's Ross from Friends.
Ross from Friends.
Yeah.
There he is. There he is.
That's another show I need to binge watch.
Yeah.
Only the parts with Ross, though.
Just Ross. Friends, but it's only Ross. I feel like that's probably on YouTube somewhere. Friends, but it's only
gotta
Ross.
be.
Yeah, I feel like Friends, but it's only everybody is probably a thing.
I feel like it's gotta be like a season 1 thing, though. There's no way they do the entire series.
I mean, there's a lot of crazy YouTube videos out there that I'm just like, how did you make this? So I honestly like a 10-hour compilation of Ross. I could see it. I could see it being a thing.
Have you ever seen the ones where it's like Friends, but it's without the laugh track, and it's just Ross looking like a psychopath?
Yeah. Those videos are so creepy. They're so eerie because they like pause for the laughter.
My sandwich.
Yeah, they pause for laughter on purpose, but you don't hear the laughter. So it's just like it just stares at nothing. It doesn't say. It's just it's very eerie. It's very, very eerie. I love it.
Liz.
I want to see more shows that do that.
Yeah, because I could see Big Bang, but I don't think Big Bang would have the eerie factor to it.
Yeah.
Because it's just too like nerdy. But like, there's so many moments in Friends where they just like kind of glare at each other, and with like music and a laugh track, it's just like, oh, that's silly. But then when it's just vacant, it's just like,
Because it's very natural.
oh,
It's a very natural
yeah,
show. So to have like that like naturalness just be completely taken away by not having laughter where it's intended to be, it's like, okay, well, this is a problem.
yeah,
In a good way, in a very good way.
in the best way.
Yeah, and the Danny DeVito plays Wario or Waluigi type of way.
Okay, you know one voice cast that I thought for EGAD that I was like, this would be funny, but like I would actually kind of hate it because his voice would be way too smooth. Would be Morgan Freeman.
Oh, imagine.
Like it would be so great to hear Morgan Freeman in a voice role for a Mario movie, but like it just feels so wrong for EGAD because EGAD is so like choppy.
Right.
That I feel like a smooth EGAD it would feel weird.
Yeah.
I feel like EGAD's about to like go on like an elderly dating site, and you'd be like, this is weird.
Yeah, he wouldn't work for EGAD. He would be like a good cameo character. Like he's just like a random shy guy or something.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I'm trying to...
I don't think it's a character though for him. Maybe Toadstool? Maybe in a weird world?
Maybe.
Or what's
like
the
Toadsworth?
guy's Toadsworth, that's his name, not Toadstool.
I could kind of see him as Toadsworth.
Yeah.
I think that would definitely fit a lot better.
Yeah. That's like the only one I can be like, maybe.
As long as we get a clip of Morgan Freeman doing his like weird sound effects, like Mahai, but it's just Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. Or Morgan Freeman just does a completely different voice. It's so like you can't even tell it's Morgan Freeman. That's what I want to hear.
He comes in and they're just like, just be Australian, and he's like, it doesn't fit the character, and they're like, but just try it.
Yeah, that would be entertaining.
Oh.
Just a Morgan Freeman movie where he stars and he just does a completely different voice, completely 1080 from what his normal voice sounds like.
The Mario movie, but it's just Morgan Freeman doing a different voice for every character.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
I don't know, like it's so weird because it would be like the funniest thing, but at the same time it would be so cursed. But yeah. It's Morgan Freeman, so it would also be soothing in the weirdest way possible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Agreed. Not agree more. Yeah, I would listen to radio again if he had a radio show.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, he does audiobooks, right? Because if not, that's just criminal.
I feel like he's just retired at this point. Let's be real. Has he been in a movie recently?
I know he's been in Kingsman.
Oh.
I want to say he like just starred in a movie with somebody, but I'm blanking on what it is.
Okay.
But he played like a more like elderly role in it.
Gotcha.
And it was a very like real life movie. I would have to look it up.
Okay.
And I would say editing spins would put in my video, but it's like an hour in, and I'm not planning on really doing heavy edits.
Yeah. That is very valid.
It will probably take me longer to make the thumbnail than to do the edit. Oh my god! I almost got bananaed.
Oh no!
I will say though, I do absolutely adore this track, so I don't mind that we got it.
Oh yeah, I picked it. I was like, oh, I do like this
nice.
one. I mean, there was no DLC, so I'm like, we're not gonna get
a lot of people don't really like this one. unfortunately, but I love it. Oh my! I just realized because Petey's so massive, his glider takes up the entire screen.
Yeah.
It's so wild.
That's funny. That's funny. I mean, I understand though why people don't like the stage. The colors are a lot. It can be confusing, like just like a wafery bit with the like invisible or translucent floors. I get it. It's not for everybody.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's just very basic too, which I can understand that.
Yeah, I agree. From a visual standpoint, though, it's beautiful.
Oh, you're kidding me! That was like the meanest bomb snipe.
Yeah.
Whoever just got that, like, I mean, props to you because that was impressive. But after they hit me, I just fell in the one crack that was in the stage.
I did watch that. Yeah, I did watch that happen. I was like, oh, I get to beat Jen today. That's nice.
Oh no, you beat Best Boy. It's a sad day.
In a race, of course.
Yeah, in a race.
In a race.
Oh, we gotta go Yoshi's Island.
Well, these are some good options, actually.
Singapore's pretty good, but
Singaporere's nice, but Yoshi's better.
Listen. I love Yoshi's Island. I need to play that game. Honest to God,
it's so good. Oh wait, for 64?
For
GBA,
SNES?
right? SNES GBA. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
no, that game's amazing.
I played Yoshi's Island DS when I grew up, but I never played the original.
Yeah, no, the original's amazing. It's so fun.
But it's so weird that I never have because I absolutely love Yoshi.
Yeah, no, it's the only Yoshi game I played, believe it or not.
Yeah,
and it was great. So
Woolly World's really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So I should definitely play more. So many games out there. So stuff.
If you do play more Yoshi's Island games, Yoshi's Island DS, I would recommend. New Yoshi's Island, not so much.
Noted.
Yeah, because that one, like, it's not bad, but it's not good. Like, just the opening music is kind of atrocious.
Yeah. Okay. Just the opening music alone, you'd be like, yep, nope, not a good game.
Honestly, the musical score alone, like, it could be the best game, but that musical score, it's a little cursed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even know the instrument, but it's like kazoo.
Is it kazoo? Okay.
I think it's kazoo, but it's on compressed DS audio.
Yeah, that sounds like somebody imitating a kazoo. So I was like, this is definitely a kazoo.
Or I was like, I don't know if he's gonna get this or if he's gonna be like, is this you just doing like a really bad 1930s horror movie soundtrack impression of Yoshi? Like, okay, that did hit you.
I'm in pain.
No,
a shell hit me. I don't know if you threw a shell or not.
That was my shell.
Oh, well, so you are the one who hurt my feelings. Okay.
Yes.
Noted. Well, I got a bullet bill from it, so it's okay.
Bowser sends his regards. That's a good question. On the boss chain, who do you think would be higher, the Koopalings or Petey?
Oh, definitely Koopalings.
Because I feel like if you separate the Koopalings, some Koopalings like Lemmy, I feel like Petey would definitely be higher because he's very much like a level 1 boss. I mean, Petey can be too.
They're both level 1 bosses, to be fair, Lemmy and Petey. But Lemmy's just like young, you know what I mean? He's like a young gun. He's up and coming, He's not spread his wings yet. I
mean, he also just kind of throws beach balls at people.
Yeah. But Petey, he's been around for a while and he's still a level 1 boss. That says something.
Well, in tennis, he's actually like mid-boss.
Oh.
And Mario and Luigi, he's like in the middle of the game.
Oh, okay.
So he's gotten some promotion. I would say like middle of the pack.
Okay.
Probably, I feel like Roy and Morton would be higher than him. But like around like Iggy, I would say maybe he's like a little bit above Iggy.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say all the Koopalings are above Petey. But just solely because they are like Bowser's kin, I guess, compared to Petey, who is not, to my knowledge, is not at least.
I've heard both.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm just under the assumption that they're like his adopted kids because I've heard they're not his actual kids.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said I've heard both. I thought you were talking about Petey being related to Bowser, and I was like, okay.
Petey is Bowser's child.
Maybe. Hey, I mean, maybe it's like a pet. You know, you can have pet plants. So, maybe there's something.
I guess in the Mario universe, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, in real life too. You can have pet plants.
Well, like Petey is also kind of like the king piranha plant.
Right. Right. Yeah. He's not a pet.
So he's kind of in the same vein of like King Babam and King Boo.
Right.
Which are also pretty much like lower level bosses. King Boo, depending on the version you're talking
about. I feel it. Oh no! Got red shelled. I did throw a red shell though, so I got my revenge on somebody.
You know what? You know what's kind of weird though? I realized we almost have the entire cast of Double Dash except for Diddy Kong.
I think that's right. Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, Diddy's gonna be like the last one they add for sure.
Yeah, I think safe bet. The last two is gonna be Pauline and Diddy Kong or Funky Kong.
They'll add Diddy Kong before Funky Kong.
Yeah, I think for the roster definitely, but for fans they would add Funky.
I see where you're coming from, but I don't see them not having a game without Diddy. I just don't see it.
Also, like, doesn't it feel kind of weird that Wiggler is in before Diddy? Like, I like Wiggler, don't get me wrong, but it just seems odd.
Well, the thing is, Wiggler does not have the same main stage appeal as Diddy Kong. So Diddy Kong, they can release by himself, and people will be like, "Oh my gosh, it's Diddy Kong." Where Wiggler, if you say, "Oh my gosh, it's just Wiggler," like then it's a problem. Then people don't care.
Well, there's two more characters left for next wave, though.
Yeah, well, there's like 2 waves left, right? So it'll probably just be one. Oh, it's just 1 wave left. That's it.
Yeah, this is wave 5, unless they pull a Smash Brothers and they add more.
I was thinking there was 8. Okay, that's where I was getting confused.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, it'll be Diddy and Pauline then. That's my guess. I feel like that's pretty safe, but
because there's characters that I would like to see, but I've also already gotten. I'm happy with the characters we got. So,
yeah.
Whoever else they add, I won't mind too much, as long as it's not Honey Queen. I will say that much.
Honey Queen, that's a very interesting, take. I don't think Honey Queen should anything.
Honey Queen is in Mario Kart 7.
Really? Oh wow, yes. That changes things.
I don't know why, but for some reason they were like, who should we add as a wild card to vary up the Mario Kart 7 roster? And they went with Honey Queen, which is wild because they already had like Wiggler and Metal Mario. Because at the time those were characters that really spiced the roster up.
Right. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that's crazier than Rob in DS.
Yeah, Rob would also, like, I don't think they're going to do Rob, but if they wanted to do like another character that wasn't Mario, I think Rob would be a good choice.
Rob would be a fine choice.
Now, if it was any other character and it was my pick, my 2 picks non-Mario would be Kirby, because of the Smash Brothers trailer for Rosalina, where they had Kirby on the air ride glider jump into Rainbow Road, or Captain Falcon, because I just feel like Captain Falcon should be in, considering his kart's in. He's got 2 stages. It just feels weird that he's not in here.
Yeah, I mean they've abandoned that franchise long ago. Let's be real.
They did, but also like there's so much F-Zero in here that it's just weird that he's not here.
Oh, sure, I feel that. I mean, I'd be down for it, but again, it's just, I mean, Cat and Falcon and those games are just, they're dead in the water. They're not going anywhere. So I don't think they do it just from a promotional standpoint. Unless they are actually making a new Captain Falcon game, but I doubt that. Or F-Zero
I think people would be more excited than you think, just because of Smash.
Oh no, people would be very excited for it to happen. It just wouldn't happen. Like, just from a Nintendo point of view, there's just no way. I'm hopeful though. I would love a new F-Zero game, just in general. Like, after this Mario Kart game, be like, hey, we also have F-Zero coming in here. Enjoy that.
Now, see that, if they did that, I would 100% not mind waiting a while for like a Mario Kart 9.
Oh, absolutely. I think everybody would say that. But Mario Kart's such a huge success that, like, you don't need to have F-Zero anymore. We can just give up on this franchise entirely.
Well, a lot of people are speculating they might do another Booster Course pass.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. If they do one, I don't think they'll make it free. Like this one.
Oh, it definitely won't be. Well, this one wasn't free. It's just that we had the expansion.
I think this one they won't give the online bonus to if they do another one. That's just my thought. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
I think they will, only because it would make a lot of people confused if they did it for one wave of it, but not the second.
Right. But there's a way they could get away with it. They could be like, oh, these ones are like, all of them are newly made, or they could do like they're special from this game or something. I don't know. I think there's a way to get around it for that. I don't know. To be fair, I'm very cynical of Nintendo sometimes.
I think the only way they'd be able to get away with that if they were like, here's from the arcade games that have never been released on mainline, and you get like Pac-Man with it.
Right.
If they did like something like that, they could get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, if they do the exact same thing and they're like, oh no, everybody has to pay for it, it's not on the expansion, I think that's going to ruffle a few feathers.
Oh, absolutely. But when has Nintendo been afraid to ruffle a few feathers? That's my only thought. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, and I'm very cynical of Nintendo, and I hope that they do it for free. But if they do another one, that is, I don't know. We'll see. I'm very very pessimistic until I'm proven wrong by them.
Yeah. It's a weird thing. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. But I will say they've been on a good trajectory as of late. I think the Mario movie is going to be a new catalyst for them, where it's like they're going to be a lot more consumer friendly, in my opinion. I'm hopeful, so that's what that means.
I mean, they definitely are using it to capitalize off Peach, because having that new Peach game is just perfect.
Right, absolutely. Very good call there.
Yeah, and they do have a Nintendo Pictures studio to work with other movie studios like Illumination.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they're going to keep making movies for sure. I would bet next is Legend of Zelda. I think it has to be.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. Here's the question. Which game or games do you think they're going to pull from for story?
I've heard really amazing. I never played Twilight Princess, but I've heard amazing things about the story in that game. So I would hope that game, but I don't think they will.
I'm gonna say safe bet, Ocarina of Time. Wild bet, I would say Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I mean, I would say safest bet, hands down, is gonna be Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, like I feel like either way they would want a story that uses Ganon as the first villain, right? Like,
right. Well, Breath of the Wild does that, to be fair. So I feel like that's the safest bet. But I also see Ocarina of Time very, very doable. Does hit the same kind of audience, I feel. So, yeah. Has good movie beats too, where like, he has that like sort of like beginning phase where he's in the past and then he kind of grows up and all that stuff, like how movies do. So That would make the most. That one, thinking about it a bit more, I think that one. I think you're right. That one. I think that one makes the most sense.
It also just has a really good way of like showing you all of the different races in Zelda.
Right.
But it depends, like if they want to go more open-ended with it, Breath of the Wild would be perfect for it.
Yeah.
But if they want to go more of that story-driven and flesh things out, introducing you to the world and the different characters, definitely Zelda or Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed all around.
Because also, like, Majora's Mask is just an easy sequel point to do.
Yeah. Oh, that's a very good point. I mean, well, you could also argue Breath of the Wild into Tears of the Kingdom is a pretty decent back-to-back too. So I like that's my initial thought. Is just that just makes the most like I would love to see Ocarina of Time. I think it makes a lot of sense for them to do that. I think because of how successful Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are, I think people would just. I think that just makes the most business sense.
Yeah.
But creatively, I agree. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, boom boom, flesh out the stories a bit more, make them a bit more digestible, I guess, to audiences. Yeah, I could totally, I would love that.
Oh jeez, I think that's you.
If it's a Lemmy, it's probably me.
Yeah.
There's not many Lemmys out there.
Who else would play Lemmy when you have all the DLC? Well, we're getting to the point where there's people like playing their normal characters.
Right. Yeah.
I got planted.
If they had a small character, I'd play the small character, but they don't have a small character.
Yeah, I mean, Kamek would definitely have been your safe bet, but he's medium, so.
Yeah. Just wouldn't work out.
I think you would just have to find like a completely new combo though.
Right.
Because it definitely scales very different.
Yes. Yeah, this only works on small characters, I feel, this card. I could be wrong, and I'm just not used to it, but...
Yeah, like I haven't used this one in a long time, but there's also a lot of like hardcore Mario karters in right now, so if I don't do that well, that's fine. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for that shortcut, like getting red shell.
Oh, I missed the booster at the end there. It's fine. Everybody else missed it too.
Okay. Oh,
I'm happy with 5th there.
It's a rough day for Petey.
Yeah. That's what happens when you cage 2 princesses.
You know what? That is fair.
Yeah, that's just the price you pay. Mario Circuit, is that new? No, right?
No, that was here before.
Yeah.
I'll still choose it though.
It's a good. I remember now. Yeah, it's a good stage to this game.
I mean, it is the perfect opportunity to choose Wiggler on a Wiggler bike and pass a Wiggler. But I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
I should because it would be amazing.
A lot of Wigglers.
I'm not going to.
A lot of Wigglers.
So many Wigglers.
But sometimes there's not enough Wigglers, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, if it was Wiggler and Kamek that came in and it wasn't Petey, Wiggler would be the person that I would be playing a lot, probably.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we don't live in that world. We live in this one.
We live in the PD Piranha multiverse.
Yeah, we lived in the good timeline, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, there was a lot of crap that happened. We went through an apocalypse, but we got PD Piranha. So we got to look at the positives.
All the chain of events that led to that. All needed to take place in order to have Peter Piranha where he is today.
Let this be a note. Sometimes you just have to suffer tremendously so that your timeline can get PD Piranha. As that means any world that Peter Parker lives in PD Piranha also Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, I'm missing this turn by a margin. Okay.
You're probably just like, when will this person stop talking about Spider-Man?
No, I mean, you could talk about Spider-Man all you want. I don't mind. I know Peter Parker is Spider-Man. I mean, that's all the context I need.
I can't. Yeah, there's a few that I like. There's one that a lot of people don't like that I really like because it uses Miles Morales Spider-Man. It uses Gwen Stacy as Ghost Spider and just a bunch of Spider characters. So that one I really like. And Spectacular Spider-Man, if there's any one that I would probably recommend to you, it would probably be that one because it's a decent base.
Yeah. There's too much. I've been off the ship for far too long, I feel, to even try to get back into it.
Yeah. Which is fair. I mean, it also, the thing is too, if I ever recommend one of these to you, it's never going to be like from one of the huge connected universes. Because like MCU, if you've never watched the MCU, unless you're like, you know, you're a parent who's like, I want my kids to have the same enjoyment of Marvel that I do. Like, unless you're in that situation, I feel like it's definitely one of those things of like, don't bother. It's become like a Dragon Ball Naruto kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's, if you enjoy it, you're really gonna enjoy it. If not, then like you'd have a lot to slog through and you'd just be very disappointed.
Yeah, although I've heard amazing things about, like, you know, the Endgame, Infinity War, all that stuff. So, I mean, I want to get into it, but also I've heard, like, it's because you're so ingrained with these characters in these universes that it is so powerful and so strong about the movie. So I don't think I would, like, appreciate it as much. Because I've watched the first 2 Avengers movies, and I did not like either of them. But that's all I've watched from the MCU, so it's also like, well, you know, if you've watched the whole thing, if you're there the whole time. But that's like probably 10+ hours, and I don't have that time. I've watched like 3 movies the past 5 years.
I will say though, if you're only going from Iron Man over to Endgame, that is way more digestible because it's before all of the shows.
Oh sure.
So
yeah,
on that end, but yeah, if you can't just go into Infinity War and Endgame. Athens is new, by the way. But if you go into that and you're just like, man, I'm gonna rock this. It's not gonna be the same feeling.
It's just not. So I feel like I'd be doing it injustice by watching it, because then my take would be I don't like the movie probably, and I feel like that's not a good take to have, because it means so much to so many people, that movie, and I don't want to have that opinion. So I'm just not going to have it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's people that are straight up like, it's not cinema. So to me, as long as you're not just being like, oh, these movies aren't cinema, they're not worth awards, they're all that kind of gibberish. Like, if you're an actor who got famous off of this, you have no business being famous. If you're not spouting that kind of stuff, then it's like, you're fine.
You know, action films are great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like them, but objectively, they're good films. They're good films. They do what they need to get done. I mean, like the Wick movies, for example, are seen as masterpieces, but they're not for me because I don't like action films. I like more of those like dramatic, like slower films. That's just my personal taste.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're on a new stage.
Yeah, but I think like Guardians might be one that you would enjoy.
I love Guardians 1.
It is very...
Guardians 1 is good. Yeah, I love Guardians 1. Guardians 2, I've heard bad things, so I didn't bother watching it.
Guardians 2 is fine. It's just a lot of exposition from Star-Lord's dad, which is fine, but it just ends up kind of having it be where it's like the movie drags on in one spot.
Right.
I haven't seen Guardians 3 yet.
I've heard decent things about 3. Because, yeah, I love Guardians 1. It was recommended to me. I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll watch another Avengers film, or Marvel film, rather. And, yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was really fun. A very different vibe to that movie compared to, like, a lot of the other superhero stuff.
I could see you maybe liking the Ant-Man series. Because Ant-Man is more of like a heist movie than a superhero movie.
Interesting. Okay. I might give it a shot. I really am not a Paul Rudd fan. That's my only issue.
That is fair. I mean, it does have that like it is after Guardians, so it does have that same like Guardians like whip type vibe to it. But
I love the ensemble cast. I think that was the thing that I really liked about Guardians. Like it was good. It was like like the quippiness worked because they bounced off each other really well. And I imagine like as you get into Avengers, it does that too to an extent. But for me, I see the characters. I just see like the same person every time when I see Avengers. With Guardians, it actually felt like they were different characters. And again, I'm sure with time and with the knowledge base of the movies, and if you give it more time, you see those differences. But I didn't notice them.
Yeah. The thing is though, early Thor up until the third Thor movie is a very serious character and very stoic. But that third movie, it's a lot of improv and just Chris Hemsworth.
This is already over.
All, like,
oh my
goofy.
Gosh, that's a quick course.
Yeah. So it's definitely has like a different vibe to it for the third one. Yeah. But then the fourth one, a lot of people felt went too much improv and too many jokes. So it really all depends on how you feel about all of that.
Yeah. It's just for me, like I don't like action films. Like I think that's the crux of it. I mean, and what Invincible does differently, what The Boys does differently, is that there's actually like, to me, on the surface level, it's a lot more approachable. That's like the main thing why I like those more in a lot of ways. Also, like the motif of like, oh, the superheroes like aren't the superheroes, etc., etc. Like I like that idea as well. It's a fun premise, and they execute it pretty well. So like that, like there's a goal, I think, and it's a very approachable and accessible goal. With Marvel, it's basically just save the world, save the world, save the world, save the world, and it's like, I could see it if you architect with the characters and you really enjoy the characters and their little independent storylines, but I'm too far gone for that. I'm out of the system.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is that for Boys and Invincible, they're not only approachable, but like the superhero stuff comes second.
Right. And that's another good point. Yeah.
It's more of like, okay, it's this grounded world where the superhero part is an aspect.
Because the Boys, that's more a very good separation. Yeah.
Yeah, the Boys, they're more celebrities, but with abilities that just give them powers that make them more tyrant. And then for Invincible, it's a little bit more superhero, but it also has a lot more of that like detective and those twists and stuff.
Yes.
And the dynamic between Invincible and Omni-Man is just so good, and
it's so well written. Yeah.
It holds you so well. Because it doesn't wait too long to give you that twist either. It tells you like episode 1, like, hey, here's what's going on. Things aren't what they seem. But the characters are trying to figure out, and it doesn't feel like it's too slow paced or too fast paced.
Right. Yeah, the pacing of that show is beautiful. Not PG, not a PG show for those who are curious.
Oh gosh, no.
Not close. So I know it's a family friendly channel, so don't watch it if you're not of age or your parents don't agree with you watching and all that stuff. But yeah, if you have a chance to watch it, absolutely. Now or in the future, give it a shot. It's really good. As somebody who's not a superhero fan, I really enjoy it. But again, you're right. It's an aspect of the show compared to Marvel, where it is the main, or like a very key part of the genre, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well, for Marvel too, it depends on the era and the movie you're looking at.
Right.
Because Iron Man is meant to launch the entire genre, so it is. Sorry, not the genre, because superheroes have been around for a long time. But for superhero movies, it's meant to launch the MCU as a superhero movie. So you do have a lot of the like technology stuff and building up that formula for the hero's journey of superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you go on to like a lot of the first ones, Captain America, it is very wartime movie, but it's still it's still superhero. All the original Avengers movies are pretty much that superhero vibe. Once you start getting out of those original Avengers like Guardians, Ant-Man, even a little bit of Doctor Strange, but Doctor Strange is still more superhero. It's just also very mystical. Then you kind of step away from that, like, here is the purely 100% superhero movie, and you start exploring other genres, other mediums. But it is still in that primary vein of superhero. It's mostly just Guardians is very like buddy cop comedy in space, and then Ant-Man is more heist movie, and it's a little bit rarer that you have those situations.
Yeah, okay. I got you. So normally it's like the more stoic hero who's like there to save the day. And with those two exceptions, they're a bit more of like misfits, I guess you could say.
Pretty much. Guardians kind of changed the game a little bit, because when Guardians did really well, nobody knew who the Guardians were. And then they became a household name, and, you know, who would think a talking tree that only says "I am Groot," voiced by Vin Diesel, would be a phenomenon around the world? People would absolutely love that. But it works so well because of the context they put it inside of the movie. So because of that, all that kind of stuff, afterwards, that comedy aspect was drawn into a lot of the other movies. And depending on the movie, it can kind of work and kind of
not. Okay.
Yeah, but when it comes to the Avengers movies, their draw is the seriousness and the fact that they play off the fact that you know all of these connections. So if you go in knowing no connections, you go in with absolutely no information and no emotion. So it's like 100% intended to watch those other movies, which is it's both good and bad. Because if you're just like, oh, I want to try this out, and you start with Avengers, then you're like, but why do I care? Like, all these characters just feel jumbled and like background characters. But if you go to the other movies, you're like, oh, this is everything that Captain America's been through. Like, you know that he's been in the ice, you know he's been through a world war, you know all of his trauma, all of his feelings. So when he gets knocked down, you're rooting for him because you know all of that from that version of the character. But when you don't, you're like, okay, he's just American.
Yeah, that's my take. That's my take on Captain America. Yeah, that is the exact take.
Yeah,
he's strong.
And, like,
he's a pretty strong guy as well.
I'm sure for a lot of the others, like Hulk, you were probably like, oh, okay, he's green and muscular. Iron Man, he has money. He has a suit. Okay.
Yeah. Iron Man money. That's that is actually the take, no joke. Because I don't have any background. So yeah, you're 100% right. Spot on.
Exactly. But like for me, Iron Man is one of my favorite characters, even though like originally he seems like such he is a jerk. But you see his character development go from him learning and slowly growing empathy, slowly growing a respect to all the people he's wronged. Because in that first one, it takes him going like he's an arms dealer. What's that?
Just how I wronged you there. Yeah.
How dare you? Like, sorry, this has just become like nerd talk at this point. But
oh yeah, that's fine.
So that first one, Iron Man, he's a weapons dealer, and he goes to, I think it's like Afghanistan, to test his weapon. But when he does that, he's essentially hit with, oh my god, I just bombed myself because I didn't hit the star. But he's hit with his own weapon. It sends a bunch of shrapnel into his chest, and then he's picked up by a bunch of terrorists to make a bunch of weapons for them. So he uses what they give him to, and like there's a lot of suspension of belief because it's like, come on, they really don't watch him as he's doing this. But he builds his own suit to get out of that situation, and then afterwards he's like, this is actually really hurting people, and I'm profiting off of it. So he decides, hey, we're not doing weapons anymore, and then he builds the Iron Man suit to try to protect people. So like you get a lot of like those moments, and you have a lot of that backstory, and the fact that you know he's selfish, but he can be selfless, and eventually you see that character growth.
Yeah.
The difference is that it's a slow burn, because it's like if you took a book and it's like, think of your favorite book that has no sequels.
Got it.
Now imagine if they took that book and they stretched out the characters, they made each of those characters into their own. They're the focus of one book. The next one is the focus of another one. And then like maybe that fifth one is the one that you actually read. And it's that connected thing. It would be a lot to read, but by that fifth book, you have so much emotions towards all of those characters because you feel like you've really lived with them and experienced what they've experienced in a sort of like secondary way.
In a sort of way where at the beginning of this video, you said one day you'd play with Petey on 3D Rainbow Road.
Yes.
And here you are.
Development.
And here you are. What a beautiful moment.
Marvel movies are good about 2 hours. This video is getting close to it.
Yes.
So you know what? This is like the quote unquote like final act.
This is the climax. This is your moment. You have to win this race.
Yeah, I fell off and I'm intense. So unfortunately, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But
I believe in you still.
You know, the final act is also about the struggle. So
absolutely. And then it's your rise to the occasion that you'll also see here.
Very true. I feel like this just basically became like nerd/writers just geeking out a little bit.
Oh yeah. I mean that's like these chill vibe videos are a lot of the time. It's like we just end up talking about what we love to talk about.
You know, I feel like if we did a podcast, it should just be like us just chilling, something like this, and it's just like the Nerd Writer Podcast, and we just talk about like movies that we would geek out about and explaining stuff to each other.
We do like a movie club type of thing.
Okay.
I could dig it. I need an excuse to watch more movies, to be honest, so I'm down. Again,
I do too.
I've watched like 3 in the past decade. Not decade,
wow.
5 years. Still crazy, but
I've definitely watched a lot more movies, but there's a lot of famous ones like Indiana Jones. I still have not watched that.
Yeah, I mean, I just play games nowadays. That's my big thing.
Yeah,
like
story-based
games.
Writing, so.
That is a part of Nerds in Writing, absolutely. We have an anime, I feel like mini anime club. I dig it.
Yeah, that's kind of your strong suit though. Would be for a podcast like that. Would be telling me about games like Raincode.
Oh yeah, Raincode. Don't get me started. I could do another 2 hours of Raincode discussion if we wanted to, but obviously I'd probably be spoiling things too. But that game's brilliant. Check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, do we want to end it on the romantic note of the Rainbow Road? I feel like it's a beautiful ending.
Yeah, we could.
Okay, let's end it.
I mean, yeah, hour 40 minutes. Like I'm not even going to edit this. I'm straight up going to confidently post this.
Yeah. I'll do some audio,
which is
probably, but that's
a terrible idea when you have a webcam. But,
the beauties of not having a webcam.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't do a lot of this long form content. I know Kevin usually does.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you guys like the long plays that I've been doing and this kind of stuff, let me know down below, because I will still do the Let's Plays and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes it is just easier to sit down and do one of these videos and just post it.
Absolutely.
Because sure, I did terrible, but my tagline is literally, I promise gameplay, not good gameplay. I mean, I feel like I did pretty decent considering we had like max GP people in the lobby.
I was getting constant 6th, and the top 5 were all like 40,000. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm fine with this.
Yeah. I don't know how we got mashed into that lobby, but that was wild.
Nintendo sees something in you. They see a future.
They
with
do.
With PD too.
Yeah, I just gotta find that vehicle combination, and then once I find it, we're golden.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but that's going to be it. Make sure to check out Kevin's channel. I think you also recorded your side too, right?
I did. Styro Soup. Check it out.
Yes.
Good fun times. Chill vibes. Check it out.